My name's Davida Shinsky, and the title of this program is Live Without Limits, Reach Personal Success on a Daily Basis. Welcome to Live Without Limits podcast, which is a powerful platform that transcends boundaries of personal growth and mental fortitude as an eminent name in the personal success podcast sphere. We distill complex issues surrounding personal development, psychology, and mental health in a compelling dialogue format. Our nuanced approach fosters insightful conversations on relationships, offering pragmatic advice to navigate challenging waters. We stand as your trusted beacon to break free from the chains of limiting beliefs, actively promoting a healthier you, a stronger you. With every episode, we pioneer empowering mental transformations, propelling listeners on the individual success trajectories, engaging specialists across various fields that reinforce our commitment towards holistic well being, ensuring wide ranging perspectives and innovative strategies, relatable narrations coupled with science backed insights that become the catalyst for meaningful dialogue. Live without limits, reach personal success on a daily basis, unveils the astonishing potential within you, one podcast at a time. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's dive in. And today's presentation is titled, Are You Giving Your Power Away? How to Tell and How to Take It Back. Recently, I started to truly understand the concept of letting go while overused, hanging onto grudges or anger hurts only ourselves, yet letting go offers freedom and opportunity, something perhaps many of us wish we had more of. When beginning to write or present this article, oh, right, beginning to present this presentation, I couldn't help but draw parallels between the power of letting go versus not giving your power away. As Eckhart Tolle has said, sometimes letting things go is an act of far greater power than hanging on. When we get angry and react, we allow someone else to gain control or to sway our emotions. And while we can't control our emotions in every case, for instance, it's absolutely okay and normal to be sad over changes in your life or the loss of someone close to you. We can do our best situational dependent. In other words, we can actively choose to change our thoughts and avoid reacting or avoid giving someone else the power to manipulate us. So let's dig into this concept a bit further. Are you giving your power away? What is the psychology of giving your power away? Giving away our power can take on many shapes and forms. Often it's used to reference to not allowing others to get a rise or reaction out of you. In this way, you can emotionally guard yourself. It can also mean when we blame external people for circumstances for our life situation. Perhaps you believe that your coworkers, family, friends, and more are bent on making your life miserable. And the worst part, you let them. Our beliefs govern these thoughts and determine where our power lies. Why do people give their power away? This doesn't happen overnight. It often arises due to low self esteem, trauma, difficult hurdles in life, like financial difficulties, trouble communicating, and even narcissism. You might default to phrases like, "You make me so mad." It's always another's fault for how you feel or how things turn out for you. In many ways, this also intersects with the victim mentality. Yet, if we truly want to grow and find satisfaction in our own life, we need to learn to let this go. And we need to learn that we are in control and have the power to make our life what we want. How do you give your power away to others? Are you giving away your power? Here are the ways this may manifest. We have beliefs such as, "I can't trust anyone. I am not worthy or lovable. I can't handle losing my job or ending a relationship. If this happens, I'll be devastated and unable to cope." It's important to note that none of these are based on the present reality or situation. And this means that we can change them. We put our needs aside and deem them unreasonable or unacceptable due to the way others respond to them. We don't feel we deserve to be heard by others, specifically those who love or care about. We allow others to get a rise out of us, to make us angry and sad. Luckily, we can take our power back and quit giving it away. Remember, we are all in control of our own life and destiny. So here's how we can start steering our ship the way we want. How do I stop giving my power away? Taking your power back doesn't mean not caring about others. I want to make this really clear. Since we never want to become overly self indulgent to the point of destruction, however, we do need to have boundaries and safeguards in order to look after ourselves and our own mental well being. It also is important to note that taking your power back may look different in different situations and that it often comes down to how you feel or think. Looking into how cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT works to help in this regard. With all of this in mind, here are a few ways to take back the power and govern your own life and emotions. Now, before I get into this, one of the things that I want to say is that often as young kids, our parents are there to guide us. But it's important for them that they let you begin to take control of your life and make decisions for yourself. Because if they don't, then what happens? As you get older, as you become a teenager, you don't know how to take control of your life and make the right decisions. So, the first thing you need to do is focus on a growth mentality versus a victim mentality. This can be difficult, but it can help you overcome the rut that you might find yourself in. And while we may very well be a victim in some cases, this can give further power to the abuser or perpetrator. Instead, we have to view our circumstances when ready from the growth perspective. How can we learn to be better from it? How can we do to ensure we carve our own path forward? Learn to take responsibility. And this is a big one because often if it's if we don't know how to take responsibility for our own mistakes, for our own behavior, then it's easy to pass it off as someone else's problem. And that when we make the wrong mistakes, it's because they told us to. But also know where your responsibility ends. So, okay, you said something out of line. Fess up and apologize. But under no circumstances should you apologize for another's behavior. We can understand each other, but someone else's actions in words aren't within our control. Say no. No is for full of a sentence. We are allowed to simply refuse to request a demand, especially if we feel maxed out already. Boundaries for ourselves are important to feel good about the actions and choices that we make. It might not feel so great at first. You might feel straight up guilty and like you owe someone something. However, the more you practice, the easier it gets. Take time to pause. In the heat of the moment, many of us say things to try to get a reaction from the other person. It's a terrible, and yes, most of us do it. When on the receiving end, it will be easy to react quickly and shout or say something you don't mean. Creating moments of pause before responding can ensure that you stay in control and act in accordance with how you want. Take a deep breath, observe your emotions. Even telling the other person that you're thinking can be a good move here for good communication. Think carefully about why you feel the way you feel, your goal, and what to say. Then speak. Focus on learning opportunities. Push your power further by taking every opportunity to learn. Practice curiosity. If you're someone who is frustrated with us, let's find out. How can you do this differently? Should we? This can allow us to remain within the control of our decisions and emotions. It also expands the power of allowing us to grow personally, mentally, and emotionally. Are you giving your power away? Ultimately, our power is the ability to navigate tough situations and to understand what our responsibilities and it's also our ability in control of our own life, selecting the moments when we allow for input from others. Remember, we are in control of our emotions. We have the power to create space and react on how we want, not according to someone else's behavior. And remember this that you need to learn how to take control of your life. And this is why having a parents who are willing to let go and willing to allow you to make mistakes so that you can learn how to make the right decisions as an adult is the way we need to learn to let our children grow as they become teenagers, as they become young adults, because there will be a time when we won't be there. And if they don't know how to make decisions, then it is a long term self destructive problem and cycle they're in until they are willing to make the changes in their life.